We're live here at Sundance. This is Pillow Talk. This is Kika.
Hi.
We're here in the Airbnb house. It's the German version of the house. House, H-A-U-S. And we're going to be talking with this amazingly talented, wonderful star of The Eyes of My Mother, which is showing here at Sundance, causing waves, and it's a pretty crazy project, right? So Kika, why don't you tell us how you got involved? And the movie is like almost entirely you. I know there's some other people in it in small roles, but like this is a one-person powerhouse.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So how'd you get involved?
So I got involved, I met Nick and we shot a music video a while ago.
Nice. What was the music video?
It was for like an unknown artist, independent thing. I never heard about Nick before in my life. I was kind of desperate at the moment. It was like really interesting story. And I met Nick, like we had an audition in the kitchen of his house. I don't even know if I should say this. It was like
no,
really
it's totally great.
Low budget
You're
thing.
right. I mean, please, we audition in kitchens all the time, actors.
It was really funny. So I had no expectations at all for the music video. We shot the music video, and then it was fun, but I never thought I would hear anything about him or anything about him.
One-off music video. See you later, Nick.
Yeah, goodbye, you know? And then a month after, he calls me, and he's like, Kika, I'm writing the script, and I want you to be the lead. This is amazing. Like, you're perfect for it. And I'm like, okay, you know, like, let's talk about it.
Right.
We shot a teaser, which was already like super creepy and stuff.
Wow.
And then after that, he showed a teaser to Josh Mon, the people from Borderline, and they were really excited. They really liked the teaser, and we shot the movie in 18 days.
Whoa, 18 days. And where did you guys shoot?
In Cooperstown, New York.
Oh, the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yes, it was wonderful. It was, you know what, like, it was a great shoot. I had an amazing time with those people, even though the movie was like so creepy and all of that.
Yeah, it's so funny. I often hear that a lot, actually. I hear like, oh, this movie, which was a big horror movie, and it's terrible and it's scary, but everyone has like a great time. And then like the movies that are like comedies and light, like people like, I hated that. I hated that shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I've been asking, people are asking me like, how was it to shoot the movie? It was like, how did you feel? Did you feel like really bad? And I'm like, yeah, maybe like when we were shooting, I was feeling what the character was feeling, but after when it was cut, I was like playing with the blood and like playing with like the bones and stuff. It was like awesome environments.
So, okay, let's start a little bit even further back.
Okay.
So, you're from Portugal.
Yes.
As almost all big giant movie stars are. Wait, what?
Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe.
So that was going to be my next question. Are you a Cristiano Ronaldo fan?
I think he's a good football player.
Yeah,
and,
but
I don't know.
He's a little bit of a princeling, isn't he?
People say that about him. I never met him, and I don't like to judge people from what we see on TV.
Right, when you actually get to meet him.
I do like the fact that he helps his family a lot, and he does help people.
Are you a bigger Gareth Bale fan or Cristiano Ronaldo fan?
I don't care anything.
I just was asking because Gareth Bale's related to Christian Bale, and you might have this sort of like, oh, well, you know, he's a movie.
Who that is.
Christian Bale.
No, Christian Bale, yeah, I know, but...
Gareth Bale's his cousin. He plays soccer for Real Madrid alongside of Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay. But look, we're getting caught in specifics that nobody needs to know about. What I want to know about is how did you say, I'm going to leave Portugal, and by the way, obrigado, thanks for doing that, go to Manhattan, study acting, and then be in a crazy horror movie? Well,
actually, before I left Portugal a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
After Portugal, I lived in London, I went to Spain.
Okay.
I always wanted to be an actress.
Yeah.
But if you were an actress in Portugal, there's no really film industry, the theater is like dying. So I never really had those balls to do it. I was very young. So I was kind of lost, so I decided to just like live life and travel. I did a lot of weird, crazy stuff.
Name the weirdest thing you did.
I think probably the weirdest thing was like I lived in a squatted house in London. That was pretty wild.
Whoa, which part of London?
Seven Sisters is like really, really far from the center. It was like an amazing experience. So I always like had that little animal inside of me saying like acting.
Right.
And on this my adventures and travels, one day I ended up like working as a dancer, and I was on the stage, and I was like feeling that so much, and that's when I realized, what am I doing? I belong on the stage. I need to.
So you were getting that audience feedback, a little bit like we're getting now. Look, there's some audience here. People are watching us outside.
My God, I didn't even notice that.
I know, right? Yeah, totally. So, like, you can't see this at home, but we're on this public display here at the Airbnb house. We're in what looks to be a private bed. but it's not. It's completely open. There's people just walking by, listening in, and she's pouring her heart out like she would do on the stage, and she does in this film as well. Okay, so you had this burning desire about doing acting, and then you go to London, you go to Spain, but you eventually end up going to the Neighborhood Playhouse, right?
Yeah, so I found this thing, like, when I had this epiphany that I needed to become an actress, I was like, if I'm going to be an actress, I'm going to do this right. You know?
And how do you do it right?
Go to New York. I mean, that's the place to be, like, having a good training.
Yeah.
The first time I moved to New York, I didn't even know where I was going to sleep that night. I went crazy.
Squatting.
Yeah.
7 sisters. Right.
So I didn't know how to start, so I thought that maybe like having some proper training would be good.
Yeah.
I found Neighborhood Playhouse, which is like amazing school. Meisner's technique.
Right.
If I could say that if I'm any of a good actress, it's because of that place.
Should we do a quick Meisner technique?
Like a repetition.
Meisner technique.
Meisner technique.
Meisner technique.
Meisner.
Meisner technique.
Your eyes are green.
Yeah, they are. Your eyes are also greenish.
Oh my God! The eyes of my mother.
And that's Meisner in a nutshell.
Repetition exercise.
Yeah, repetition exercise. And sometimes we turn our backs to each other. You ready? And you might have to fix your mic. You might fix your mic. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Meisner technique.
This is like, so this is opposite of spooning.
This is inverse. This is forking. This is knifing. Okay, sorry. Meisner technique.
Meisner technique.
I didn't believe that. Meisner technique.
Meisner
All right, we're back. So anyway, that's an inside joke for all you actors who have ever attended a Meisner technique class. So great. So you finished at the Neighborhood Playhouse.
Yeah.
You run into Nick, or rather you audition for him in a kitchen. He puts you in a music video. Then he puts you in this really intense drama. What was it like being the main sort of, for 18 days, being on set, being in front of the camera all those days, all that time? How was that creative process for you?
It was great. You know, I was so blessed to meet Nick and that he like saw something in me to give me this amazing world. I mean, I know it feels like when people watch the movie, will feel that like I'm really not doing anything, kind of, because everything's like internal.
Yeah.
But
which is, by the way, the hardest thing to do in acting, right?
Yeah, but
to
sometimes
not push.
people, when they don't really understand what acting is, and they just think that I'm like kind of there, a body thing.
Right.
You know.
For me, though, the best compliment that anyone could ever give an actor is, wow, I didn't notice you're acting, right? Like, if someone says, like, yeah, that person wasn't acting, they were just, that's it. Like, that's as good as it gets. And, that's the word on this performance.
I hope so.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I just have a couple of little questions around, like, creativity and, like, getting into a zone. What do you do to put yourself in, like, a creative state of mind? What does that even mean to you?
I just think I have a really like big imagination. I try to visualize things. I mean, I do a lot of research, but...
So what kind of research did you do for this role?
You know what, interesting thing is that also when I got the role, I mean, I'm not like crazy as that character, but I was living like some sort of loss, and which made me like, kind of like live in my own shell, you know?
So you could relate
I
very.
could totally relate,
Yeah.
which is like interesting. When he got the script, I was like, this is actually what I'm going through.
So let's just tell people a little bit about kind of what happens in this movie, right? It's as I keep saying, it's one person, they're isolated, but why? What happens? Can you tell us just a couple of the broad beats of the movie?
Sure. So it's about this girl who's called Francisca. She suffers a huge trauma in her childhood.
And is it me, or that's actually your real name in real life as well?
It is my real name, which is like also a coincidence. It's like one of those moments, like meant to be kind of thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So yeah, she suffers a big trauma in her childhood, which makes her live an isolated life and creates her like an weird behavior. It's like, I believe that every person who's bad, it's not bad because they are bad, it's bad because the world made them bad. You know, they're all victims kind of thing. Is that what happens to Francisca?
Right. Yeah.
She's a human being who wants to be loved.
Yeah, I think when people are capable of doing bad things, it's because they think they're doing it in their best interest still. They're trying to make the best of the world.
Yeah, and I don't think we can judge people even like, because we don't know what happens to them.
Right.
Maybe they also suffered a huge trauma, and that made them have that behavior.
Totally.
And I think that this is like a secret message also in this movie, which is really good.
Right. Have tolerance.
Yeah, and not judge others.
Yeah, don't judge others.
Don't judge others.
So real quick, we have questions. People are watching this live stream. They're watching it right
really?
now. They're
Okay.
sending in questions to us.
Wow.
But I'm going to drive the sound guys crazy. I want you and I to switch. All right, you're going to be on this side. I'm going to be on that side.
Okay.
So if the lower thirds are here, switch them around. I am not Kika. I wish. All right, you ready? Let's switch around. However you want to do it. Go switch. Switch around. Okay, great. So now we might have to move our mics over to be better for the sound guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. So Karen, our amazing producer, has gotten some questions from people watching the live stream. Hey, East Coast, good luck with the blizzard. We're all thinking about you. Hopefully you're watching this. Question from Antonio. If acting wasn't an option, what career would you choose? Oh man, that's a really hard question.
I know, I thought about that for a long time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think about anything else to do. Maybe dancer, but I love acting so much. I don't really think I could do anything else.
Yeah, I think that question kind of gets to the heart of what being an actor is in some ways.
Yeah.
If there's something else that you could do, and this isn't to belittle acting, you would probably end up doing it. I guess. Oh, hold on. We're going to adjust your mic.
Sorry.
No problem. Nice. So what I'm saying is it's such a burning passion for actors. It's something they have to do. They have to express it this way.
It's like we have to be crazy enough to follow this career because
Yeah.
it's hard.
Oh, man.
So complicated.
How many auditions have you had in your career so far?
Oh my God, I don't even know. And you know what? I also, because I'm a foreigner, that makes it even harder. It's already hard to come to a country with no visas or anything and pursue an acting career. It's like double as hard, you know? You have to be really get crazy.
Yeah, no, you do. It's one of those things where you just get so much negative feedback all the time, but you have to have a belief in yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? Following our dreams is never easy. We can always choose the easy path,
right?
Which is kind of boring and sucks, but sometimes we just have to stick to it and believe in it. And for harder as it is, we should keep on going.
Right.
I thought about going back to my country for so many times.
Yeah.
But I decided not to. And look, now I'm here at Sundance.
No big deal. Is this your first Sundance?
Yes.
Come on, America. We love her. All right. So we have another question. Question number 2. What are dream projects that you would love to be involved in?
Well, first,
thanks for the questions, by the way.
That's a good question, yeah. I want to be that kind of actress that is able to play all kinds of different roles.
Yeah.
Drama, comedy, horror. I want to have the biggest range ever.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to stick to just one thing.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not gonna lie. I would love to work with Tarantino and Martin Scorsese.
Why would you lie to us?
You know,
Right.
dream projects. I dream high, and I don't know, just creative stuff that challenges me.
Is there something you've seen in the last 6 months or so that you were like, oh, that's so awesome. I could have been in that.
I would love to be Harley Quinn, and then Margot Robbie stole that role from me.
Oh man, I can't believe people steal things from you. You seem so nice.
No, she's awesome. I love her.
Yeah.
She's gonna be great in that movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, totally. Big one, right?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, and you are really hard people don't like looking at you. I'm just saying, this is hard being in this bed with her, everybody. This is my life. So, okay. So, I have just a couple of quick questions, sort of on or out. So, these are my last 5 questions.
Okay.
Where do you go? Is there a space that helps you to get into a creative mood?
I would say my room.
Your room?
Yeah.
You've made a room of your own.
Just where I can rest and think and imagine and write.
Okay.
I write a lot.
Okay.
All
yeah?
What goes in here, you know? And
Uh-huh.
I hope that one day I'll be able also to direct my own stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That leads me into my next question. So if you were to take on a creative project, how would you see, pushing the boundary? This movie pushes a boundary in a certain way, right? So what do you think creatively or storytelling-wise interests you to help push that creative boundary?
I don't know. I mean, I think that art is made to inspire people. So if I know there's a lot of, I'm all about being happy and positive and live life. I'm a life, I love life and love people. And if I can show that in my stuff and my work, I know that yes, my mother maybe that's not a positive movie kind of thing, but
No, after I watched it, I was like, I love life.
yeah. But if I could like one day do my own thing, it would probably be something that would inspire people and like to follow their dreams and be happy, because I mean life is short.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It might sound really cheesy, but yeah.
Sometimes those cheesy things are cheesy for a reason because they're true.
Yeah.
You know? Awesome. Are there any more questions from the outside world? How are we doing on time?
I saw one question. Did you get all the questions?
So that's a great question. So final question, and then we'll wrap up. Somebody wants to know, how do they get to star in a Sundance movie?
I don't know, man. I mean,
Auditions in her kitchen start Tuesday.
yeah, you know, like never give up. Always, like, if you want to be an actor, just like take every opportunity, because what came from a music video with
Right.
no expectations at all
Right.
brought me here.
You
So
never know where things are
close
going to go.
doors,
Yeah.
Like, believe that, like, if it's your real desire, like, it will happen for you. I believe that if we have a passion, it's going to unfold somehow, you know? So I just tell people, like, don't give up and try the harder you can. Also, because a lot of actors just, like, wait in their house to, like, the phone to ring. It's
Right.
not how it works.
No.
You have to go out there and, like, headshots, auditions, do whatever you can. Backstage, you know, like, everything. There's, like, if you're in New York, there's no excuse not to
Right.
be acting.
Backstage is a newspaper or website as well where they list all the auditions, right, in New York
Yeah,
and
I
in Los
mean,
Angeles.
Like, even like do stuff with your friends.
Right.
Like, you can shoot a movie, like a short movie with your iPhone. You know?
Right,
There's
totally.
no excuse not to be working.
There are movies like that here at Sundance. So how do you get to Sundance? Just make something.
Yeah, just try, not give up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's not a lovely piece of inspiration to end this on, I don't know what is. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Anthony. That
High
was
five.
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
It's great talking to you.
You too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.